Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we want to speak about the grace. Grace and laws are not contradictory. That's what we want to speak about. According to various people, how they elaborate the grace. What we should put in our mind. What does grace mean? Grace means an desired favor which God has given to us. That's why Jesus was sent into this world to save people from their sin, to direct people how they should be salvaged and how to be righteous people in this cosmos and how we should live with people in harmony and peace. When you are saved by grace, you are not saved to disobey. Many people don't understand what is salvation. Salvation is what you have received. It's what you have received without without paying anything to it. That's what salvation is. Many people don't understand what is salvation. That's why many people, they are saved but they are still committing sin. When you are saved to obey, you are saved to obey. All salvation is by grace. Old Testament believers look forward to Christ who was to come. And in the New Testament, they, they look at the Christ who has come. That's what many people don't understand. What does Christ came to do in this world? Jesus Christ came to this world to direct us how to be salvaged, how to follow God's way and God's command. Not to die on the cross, no. He came to direct us how to serve God, how to be salvaged, how to follow God's command, and how to obey God in all ways of obedience. But many people use salvation in a very bad way. You are saved and you are still doing. You are saved, you are still doing adultery. You are saved, you are not following God's command. This kind of person is a bad character. I don't like this character. I want people who are saved to be a good salvage. That's why in the Old Testament, when the prophet Isaiah prophesies about the coming of Jesus Christ, this one directs us how to be a good salvage in this cosmos. That's what we should put on our mind. That's what we should also put clearly on our mind. If you are saved, follow God's command truly and be a righteous man. Not that's why the book of Romans 12, verse 1 says that turn to God fully with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with everything you have, so that the old has to be gone. According to Paul, if it is all by grace. What the role of God's law then? The Apostle Paul marks it plainly by the law of knowledge of sin. By the law is the knowledge of sin. If you do away with the law, you do away with the sin. That's what Paul was manifesting to us. That if those 10 commandments, we knew that sin, these are the sins which God directed Moses to this world so that we may keep off away from them. One of them should not worship other God but Him. Many people nowadays have their idols. Most of them like sports, many things which they love as their idols. You should do away with those idols worship you do and turn away to God in salvation. Because salvation, if you are salvaged, you will receive the grace which God brought through Jesus Christ to help us move away with God's command. God reveals sin through His laws. Paul said, I will not know sin except through the law. For I will not have known covetousness unless the law has said it. You shall not covet. This one we go back to the laws of God which He gave to Moses on the Mount Sinai. These commandments are very important. We should not do away. We should not leave them. We should put them in our heart. If we want to do away with them in righteous way, one, you put yourself in love. If you love someone, you cannot covet with his wife. If you if you if you love somebody, you cannot steal his property. If you love somebody, you cannot blaspheme him. You cannot do anything which if you love somebody. If you love God, you cannot worship other idol. This commandment, Jesus Christ put them into two. Even in Islam, we follow this commandment. We have not left this commandment away with us. If you break God's law, it is a sin. That's what we should know in our mind. The role of the law is define sin. The law say this is right and this is wrong. The law define the moral standard of God's judgment. The law define the foundation of all of society. Judgment called men and women everywhere back to law keeping. It's called Christian that we are saved by grace to live obedient and righteously and holy life. This nowadays has affected many Christian and many people, many religious divide. We should also know that if you are saved, you should follow God's command. You should keep God's laws. That one will be a good servant and will walk in righteously when the time of judgment approach, and will be good people now in this cosmos and in this society. That's what I would like to. That's what I would like to advise my fellow people. That let's be good salvates.